Namaste, I'm Dobber, a clinical psychologist. How do you explain the concept of forever loss to a child when beloved family pet dies? Parents are instantly thrust into a painful paradox: how to protect their child while honoring the truth. Many default to reassuring lies like saying the pet is at the hospital. This can often backfire. As a psychologist, I offer a different approach, one that prioritizes compassionate, honest conversation that allows for genuine healing. This is the step by step guidance I provide parents to navigate this difficult transition. Before we address the how, it is essential to understand the why. Why is the unvarnished truth, as painful as it is, so critical? Your instinct is to protect, but euphemisms and well intentioned lies about death can cause profound and lasting confusion for a child. A young child's mind is quite literal. If you see a pet went to sleep, your child might develop a sudden terrifying fear of their own bedtime. If you say the pet went away, they will wait by the door for a return. That will never happen, feeling abandoned or wondering what they did to drive their friend away. An initial lie, however small, creates two distinct problems: the grief from the loss of itself, and now a breach of trust. Your child will eventually learn the truth, and the feeling of having been misled can deeply complicate their grieving process. The reality of death, when explained gently and honestly, can be more comforting than any fiction a child might conjure in their own imagination. Honestly, even when it feels impossibly hard, is an act of love. It sends a clear message: I trust you with this truth, and we will feel this sadness together. Let us walk through the plan. This is not just about the words you choose, but about creating an environment of emotional safety for your child. Step 1. First, prepare yourself. Before you can be your child's anchor, you must find your own footing. This is the crucial. Children are emotional barometers. They absorb our panic or our calm. It is perfectly acceptable, even healthy, for them to see your sadness, but they need to feel that you are fundamentally in control. Before you speak with your child, take a moment for yourself. Step into another room, breathe deeply, cry if you need, acknowledge your own heartbreak. You are not expected to be a stoic robot, but you must be the steady presence in their storm. Your grief is valid, but your primary role in this conversation is to be safe. However, step 2. Create a safe space. Choose the right time and place. This is not a conversation for the car on the way to school or 5 minutes before bed. Find a quiet, familiar, and comfortable setting where you will not be interrupted. The living room sofa, a favorite reading chair, or the floor in the bedroom. Turn off the television and silence your phones. You are creating a space that communicates. What we are about to discuss is important. You have my full, undivided attention, and you are safe here. Step 3. Tell the truth simply and gently. This is the moment. Sit with your child, get on their level, and perhaps hold their hands. If you have already told a white lie, you must address it first. Owning the message step immediately begins to rebuild the trust. You might begin with, I need to talk with you about something very important. First, I have to tell you that what I said earlier wasn't the whole truth. And I'm so sorry. I was feeling very sad and scared, and I didn't use the right words. The truth is, I have some very sad news. Pause and let that sink in. Then deliver the news using simple, direct, and gentle language. Here, the clinical words are often the kindest. You know that Buster was very sick. The doctors at the hospital tried their absolute best to help him, but his body was too sick and it stopped working. Buster died today. The word died is the most important one you will use. It is unambiguous. Next, explain what it means to your child. Died means his body stopped working completely. He can't run or play or cuddle anymore, and it means he won't be coming home. That finality is a difficult concept, but it is essential for them to begin to understand. Step 4. Hold space for their reaction. Once the truth is spoken, your job is to wait. Your child's reaction could be anything: a flood of tear, anger, or an eerie quiet. They might even say, okay, and ask to go to play. All of these reactions are normal. Grief in children often comes in waves. They might be devastated one moment and absorbed in Legos the next. This is a natural way their brain protects them from being completely overwhelmed. Your role is not to fix their feelings, but to validate them. Whatever they show you, meet it with acceptance. If they cry, hold them. If they are angry, you can say it's okay to be angry. This is terribly sad and unfair. If they are quiet, just sit with them. The most powerful words are often the simplest. I know this is so sad. It's okay to cry. I am sad too. Step 5. Grieve with them. Showing your own sadness is a gift. It gives your child permission to feel their own emotions and models that grief is a natural response to losing someone you love. When you are sad, it communicates. We're a family, we love him, and now we're sad together. You're not alone in this. This shared vulnerability is what builds emotional resilience. Offer physical comfort, hugs, and a hand on their back, or simply sitting side by side. Let your presence show them that this sea of sadness is something you will navigate as a team. The initial conversation is the first step. The grieving process will continue to unfold over the coming days and weeks. The next phase is about helping your child move from raw pain towards a place of loving memory. So step 6, create rituals of remembrance. Grief needs an outlet, and children especially process powerful emotions through actions. Giving them a tangible way to honor their pet can be incredibly healing, transforming pain into an act of love. Consider these ideas. Memory box. Decorate a shoebox together. Fill it with the pet's favorite tray, a piece of his blanket, his collar, and favorite photos. This creates a physical container for their memories. Art and words. Encourage your child to draw a picture of their best memories, or to write a story, a poem, or even a simple letter saying goodbye. A goodbye ceremony. This need not be formal. You could visit pet's favorite spot in the park, share your favorite stories about him, and read a poem. A living memory. Plant a tree or a special flower in your yard. Tending to it becomes a beautiful living tribute. Step 7. The anchor of routine. When a child's world is shaken by loss, the predictability of daily life becomes a crucial anchor. As much as possible, try to maintain your regular routines, the same bedtime, family dinners, and weekend activities. These small points of consistency sends a powerful subconscious message. Even though something enormous and sad has happened, the foundation of your world is still solid. You are safe and life will go on. Looking ahead. For most children, the sharp edges of grief will soften with time, love, and support. However, it is important to remain observant. Pay attention to signs that may indicate your child needs more support. This isn't about a few bad days, but about persistent changes that do not seem to leave. Watch for extended withdrawal from friends and activities, significant changes in sleeping or eating habits, or persistent decline in school performance or ongoing anxiety. If these signs continue for weeks or months, seeing additional support is a sign of strength. A school counselor or a family therapist specializing in grief can provide strategies to help your child process their loss in a healthy. Losing a pet is a profound experience for family and is often a child's first encounter with grief. Every family navigates it differently. If you have gone through this, please consider sharing how you explain the loss to your children in the comments below. Your story could become a guide for another parent who is facing this moment of fear and uncertainty right now. Ultimately, this conversation isn't about finding the perfect words. It's about reaffirming the very foundation of your parenting, love. The discussion you have with your child about the death of a pet is one of the most meaningful you have. It is an opportunity to teach that grief is the cost of love, that sadness is not to be done, and that honesty, even when it hurts, is the ultimate expression of respect and connection. The physical list may be gone, but the invisible bond of love that connects our hearts to the animals who change our lives is permanent. By walking your child through this with the courage and compassion, you give them the tools to understand not just this loss, but all the losses and loves that life has ahead, and that is an incredible gift. This is it for today. Thank you so much for being with me. See you in the next video. Namaste.